good food is good medicine, and my grandmother kind of coined that phrase. That's what we modeled our ranch after, was producing good quality Native American food. I come from the Crane clan, and we have cranes that come here and dance on the ranch, so we call this Dancing Crane Ranch, but we're Native Wise. Our good medicine food is what we produce.
It was a dream of David's, my husband's. So we decided to go into bison because he found his family connection to Chief Buffalo, and it was really inspirational to him to want to bring buffalo back to the landscape.
For my job, I was supposed to do a research project on a Native leader from the past. And so I picked Chief Buffalo, and he's my 7 generations back. He would have been my grandfather. And not long after I did that research and came up with that report for work, I started having these dreams about bison a lot. And I've always been fascinated with the buffalo or the bison. And so in one of those dreams, Chief Buffalo kind of came to me and he said, "Bring back my namesake." He said that'll help reconnect our people and bring good food, and we need that on our land again. So I started looking into like how could I get, I thought at the time I was like, I didn't own this land, and we just had a smaller acreage. And just about that time, my cousin still owned this land, but she didn't live around here. And she was like, I'm thinking about selling the land. It's just kind of a burden for me because I don't live around here. And so I was like, wow, I'd love to buy the land because I've always hunted here with my family and remember many good times here with my great aunt. And so it was a natural to want to do something with this land and keep it in the family. And at the same time, I was having these dreams about the bison, so it was like all coming together.
We ended up working with David's family to purchase his family ranch that had previously had cattle on it. So we purchased the ranch, and then we were able to partner with Tonka Fund to receive the buffalo. And it was a lot of fence building and a lot of infrastructure that we had to take on in order to be able to do that.
They helped us get our first bison, and then helped us with some of the infrastructure, because some of the requirements are you had to have the right kind of fencing and watering, and so some of that was in place. I had to take down a lot of the old fencing because it wouldn't have been adequate, and it would have actually been dangerous for the animals. So after getting all that set up, it's been amazing to have the bison back on the landscape. We got 12 to start out with, and we welcomed our community to come out, and they did some really nice welcoming our relative, the bison, back here on the land again. We had a drumming ceremony and a feast, and we did it in a good way, bringing them back. And I always think of it as it's part of our community. I'm the caretaker of them, but I really love having the community involved. We love to supply meat to the local community. It's a great thing to see it going right back into the community again and stimulating our economy right here and bringing back a good healthy food source for our community as well.
We also host 3 Ojibwe spirit horses on our property, and we are trying right now to build a breeding facility so that we can host an Ojibwe stud and get into the breeding of Ojibwe horses. We also harvest and purchase and sell wild rice, honey, maple syrup, maple sugar, and other food products. And we do that locally in restaurants. We do it in stores like Whole Foods, Co-op, or other natural food stores, and also in local restaurants. So right now, we utilize USDA processing facilities because if you sell it in stores or to restaurants, it has to be USDA processed and certified for safety. Our goal is to be able to harvest on-site and process on-site into quarters and halves direct to the consumer, and then they would process it further from there. So we have to get certified by the state to be able to do that. And I think it's respectful and fair to the animal, and then it's good for the community because they can come right to the farm, get their bison meat, and it's a healthy food option that's local.
The bison pretty much take care of themselves. We just, it's been a lot of work taking the old fencing down because there was a lot of old barbed wire fencing. The ranch is 380 acres. It kind of fell out of my family's tribal ownership. It was our original land here. It's been a lot of, just kind of working our way through the process. There's a little bit of red tape to deal with, but I think in the long run, we're going to build something that's going to be real sustainable, and that's something our community can be proud of. And, we're starting to supply some of our stuff to the local schools as well. And so we're just trying to get good food or good medicine out there for the community.
Through hard work, partnership, and a commitment to cultural values, Native Wise LLC is restoring more than a herd. They're restoring connection. As the bison return, so does a healthier food system, opportunities for local families, and a renewed relationship with the land. Dancing Crane stands as a reminder that good food, good medicine, and good healing begin at home.